for information about finding our
Oh, we're on. Okay, great.
very quickly, very easy.
So this Speed Geek app is extending WordPress the easy way. You probably have experienced WordPress in different ways. You probably are a developer, user, etc. But I'm going to show a very simple way to create information within WordPress and then display it, right? So my name is Armando Duran. You can find the slides on slides.com/Armando Duran. And then after all the sessions, if you have more questions, we can talk more about it, right? So what if you could enter your stuff once in the back end and then place it where you want anywhere on the site, right? We've always wondered about that, right? Like, maybe I wish I had a way to put this, and then if all the posts or pages change in the future, then I can just, go customize the look and feel, and not worry about, the content is embedded in the content field, right? So that's what pods.io does. So pods is a plugin, very powerful plugin. It's actually supported by by Automatic, and it's very robust. I've been doing it for about 6 months. I've been developing a web application based on pods, and it has a lot of great support. So let's go into, so basically with pods makes it easy to create custom post types, taxonomies, and posts without coding. And then you can add custom fields, and you can have relationship with those custom fields, which is very powerful. You can also extend post types like users, media, comments, post pages, etc. So if you have already your existing posts and pages, you want to add something else as information to that, right? So let's see pods in action. I have a very clean WordPress site here out of the box. And what I have here installed is just basically the pods plugin. So if you go to pods.io, you'll see a YouTube video, you'll see all documentation and everything, right? So the way to add this is you go to pods and then add a new pod. In this case, let's pretend I am adding a pod called Meetups, where I'm going to add a link to the meetup, whether I attended or not, and then a date, right? So all I have to do here is create new, and then give it a label, meetup, singular label, and meetups, right? So once I click on next, that is already created because I created it in the other session, but that's all you have to do, right? Once you create the pod, then you'll see it here under pods. So I have my pod called Meetups. And then once you create the pod, then you can add any field you want, any field you need, right? Excuse me. So in this case, I added a field, meetup link. So it's basically the label's meetup link, and the name in the database is meetup link, and that's all there is. It's plain text. Then I added another field called meetup date, which is the field type is date. And then I added a meetup attended, whether I attended or not that meetup, right? So there's a few other things that you can go in there, like I added an icon here. I added a few other things. You can add custom capabilities. You can add other things that you may need, if you need categories and stuff, right? But just to keep this thing simple, so I added my pod, and now what you can see here on the side, I have posts, media, pages, I have meetups. So I can go ahead and add a new meetup. So if I go...
So is that a custom post type? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it's a custom post type.
Pods creates a custom post type?
Yes.
Wow.
Creates custom post type, has the fields and relates everything, all according to the WordPress core functionality. Sure. So you won't lose any of that. Even if you uninstall pods, you still have your custom fields and everything. Okay. So in the previous talks, I added these two events. Hold on a minute. I'm running out of. So in the I added these events, right? So I'm gonna add another event here. So I'm just gonna grab the title. So I'm gonna go to my new custom post type and add new.
One of the ways you can use the rewrite API.
Give it a title,
Powerful.
and then some content here. Maybe from the meetup, or this could be even my own notes as I attended the meetup, right? And now I have my fields. I have the meetup link. I can go ahead and grab that link. The date, whenever that happened, that's happening today also.
Fortunately, there's not much documentation available.
1 minute.
And then whether I attended or not. So I'm going to say no
Might have to dig in further.
1 minute.
and publish.
WordPress
So if I click on this, there's my meetup link. Attend or no. So if I click on this, it'll take me to the link, right?
You had to code that or not?
No, so I'm gonna show you that one other part. No, any code. And when you go into code, you can go very, very deep into the code. Like I've been doing a WordPress web application based on this, and this is for a nonprofit I'm working for, and basically is tracking expenses, revenues, and stuff like that, and generating reports. So I'm doing all that with Pods. So once I did that, so Pods has this called templates. So I created a template called Meetups, and here's where I can put my markup and the fields that I
You have to
right?
do that to get it to appear on that page.
Yes.
Oh, you did, okay.
So basically, once you select the pod, then you have the link, right? So Meetup link, that's the name of the link, and Meetup attended.